go from yes. That doesn't make sense. I look like such a hot mess. Whatever. Hello, my beautiful babes. What is up? It's Brandi. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. And if you are new, welcome. For today's video, it's been a long one coming. Let's just say that. You guys thought my last video I had a serious mental breakdown. When I tell you, this look took me a full-on week to figure out. I'm not even kidding you. I did 2 looks. I liked them, but I wasn't obsessed with them, and I'm never gonna put out something that I am not 1010% proud of. So after a lot of re-envisioning, lack of sleep, all of that good stuff, I finally came up with a brand new concept, and I love it so freaking much. Just even the thought of it warms my heart and makes me a little bit emotional because I'm so happy with how it came out. If you guys are interested in how I transformed myself from this to this, then you should definitely keep on watching. As you guys can see, I already did my brows and I have some foundation on my face. Oh, this is starting off amazing with trucks. Love it. Now I'm going to start off by going into my Mehron Professional Face and Body Paint. Going into the black, if I can open this. Oh my goodness. Come on. There we go. Oh, I did it so gentle. Nothing came popping out. Look at that. And I forgot to mirror. Well, we're just going to use this for the time being. With the black paint, I'm going to do half a circle going from the top of my face underneath my eye, and then another one going across the other side of my face. We all know I don't have the sturdiest hand always, so I'm going to go back into my foundation just to clean up the lines. Now I'm going to move on to the stitching on my neck. So just quickly doing one going vertically. I have no idea if this line is even, but it's as good as it's going to get. Now that we have the outline for the patchiness, I'm going to go into my Orgy palette from JSC and begin by taking the shade, oh gosh, it's voyeurism and a hint of teach me. So this bad boy and this one. Wow, I don't think I've ever used that shade before and didn't know how to pronounce it. Okay, I can't. This, like, look at these little random pieces. Yeah, that's better. Well, it's as good as it's gonna get. Moving on. With those shades, I'm gonna start packing this on my right side, which is your left. Because I want each patch to have a different shade. Oh, there we go. I didn't know if it was gonna work. She's gonna work. Also, I do apologize for any noise you may hear on the background. They are doing the lawn today. Out of all the times to do it, today would be the day. Could I just stick to the Orgy palette? Absolutely, but like I said, I'm trying to go through my makeup and just give everything a little bit of love. So for the next shade, I'm gonna take Tannicon and possibly Diet Root Beer. I'm gonna start off with Tannicon, see how that looks on my skin. And if I feel like it's not where I want it to be, then I will absolutely go in with Diet Root Beer. Also, while we're here, I think it's been long enough and Alexa should have an answer for us. So let's attempt and see if she actually has an answer. Because if not, then she's really going to wait till the last video for this. What do you plan to be for Halloween this year?
Halloween is 14 days away, on Tuesday, October 31st.
I know when it is. That wasn't my question.
My costume is auto-tuned. Oh yeah, you could say singing is my forte.
Your costume is auto-tuned? Did you just like tell me and not even bother to do the hint thing? What just happened? You're not making it fun this year. That was really disappointing. I'm sorry, guys. Last year was a way better. Oh well. I tried. I failed, but I tried. I'm gonna grab Better Floor and mix that with Gender Fluid. I hope you guys can see that because I sure as heck can't. Don't have my glasses. I'm hoping this will give me the shade that I'm looking for, which is something that I have very specific in my mind, yet I can't articulate. I forgot to dust off the excess. Oh my goodness. Don't do what I just did. I can't believe that just happened. That's nice. I think we're just gonna fill this in peace for a second so I don't make that mistake twice. As you can see, I just deepened this side up a little bit more, and I'm gonna go back to the bottom half of my face and just take those shades, so sorry if you hear the dog, that we used on the bottom half and just drag it all the way down to my neck. I think I might deepen this up just a hair, basically how Tanacon was over here. That's what I'm thinking, but I'm not 100% sure. So far, I'm loving the shades that I have picked. Now, I know you guys can't tell because you didn't really see my chest from the get-go, but I did go in with some foundation to make sure my tan lines were not showing, and we just had a nice even base. Where'd the brush go? I'm losing everything. I think this was it. I don't know. Was it? I've only been using 3 brushes and I can't find... Oh, never mind. I found it. Whoops. As I was trying to say, I want my chest to be the same shade or close to the same as this side of my face. I'm gonna start off with this bad boy. This is my Maybelline Matte and Poreless Powder, only because this is a lot of area to cover and I don't feel like wasting my good eyeshadow on that. So I'm gonna start off with this, see how I feel, and if anything, I'm hoping if I put a crap ton of translucent setting powder, that might also help brighten it up. I know that this look is not as colorful as like my Hellfire one, or my Alien one I should say, from last year, but regardless, I still love this look, and I have to remind myself that each year is going to be different. It's going to be amazing regardless, just in a different way, and I think I was so focused on trying to outdo last year that I lost sight of just having fun. It took a little bit longer than I wanted, but I am happy where my chest is. Is it 100% exact to this side? Absolutely not, but I can live with it. Oh my goodness, these trucks. Anyway, I'm just going to continue to use those brushes. Why waste any more? And stick to my Orgy palette to begin to contour my face. Now, obviously, because I have different tones of brown, there is no specific shade that I'm going to go in. It's just going to be a mixture of everything until I feel like it's right. Gosh, I am so bad at explaining things in this video today. I apologize. And I'm not going crazy with my eyes. I'm just adding a wash of color within my crease and my lower lash line. My eyelid on the side needs to be brightened up a little bit more, so I'm just going to take the shade Silk Road as well as Knee Pads and just place that right on my lid, just so there's some nice separation between my crease and lid. I'm just quickly deepening up my brow because she was low-key getting lost. Now for the nose, I'm gonna mix the light and dark brown shade within my face paint and just do a little bare nose. Pretty self-explanatory. Oh my stinking goodness, this is the cutest nose I've ever seen in my entire life. But we're not done. I'm gonna go in with a smaller paintbrush and just do a little triangle going down to my lip. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna take it all the way down, just a little. Oh my goodness, I almost did something that was irreversible, and that was taking water to my eyeshadow palette. That's not what we want to do. I'm gonna set the I'm gonna set the paint in place using the shade Invitation Only. I'm gonna start with this one, and if I feel like I need to deepen it up, I will. And I'm just using a brow brush. Could you have used any brush for this? Absolutely, but the reason why I decided to use this one in particular is because of the tip. What I'm gonna do is lightly begin to flick the tip of the triangle so it can fade nicely to my mouth and it's not harsh like how I made a little boo-boo just then, but it's okay. I don't want to repeat myself because I don't want you guys to get sick of me, but like I can't help it. Like this is adorable. For my lips, I'm going to start off using my Dragun Beauty Lip Job Liner in 2.0 cc and using my Velour liquid lipstick in the shade Teabag from JSC. Unfortunately, she was starting to run out of me, which is why I'm like scraping the bottle and pulling it on my lips because I'm trying to get as much product as I can on here. I don't hate this, but I don't love it. I'm actually going to grab Dominatrix and just do the outside of my lips. Thank goodness, this is a million times better. It's time to move on to the stitching. Normally I would just paint it on. However, I'm not gonna do that. I'm actually going to use some yarn, but that's going to be a little bit later. I want to start off by doing some random dots along either side of the lines. I feel like I look like a lion right now more than a bear, but just trust the process. Before I begin applying the stitching, I'm actually going to go and grab my cotton balls. Well, these are cotton pads. I went to the dollar store and they didn't have anything cotton, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna quickly rip this bad boy apart. Then grabbing my liquid latex. I don't know how much I have left of this, so I did buy another one just to be safe. You could apply this using a sponge, your fingers. I just like using this metal spatula thingamajiggy. That's supposed to be for foundation, but it's my all-purpose tool now. I'm just adding a little layer onto my neck. I hope you guys can see that. Sorry. Placing the cotton right on top and lightly tapping it. Now it's time for the fun part, which is the stitching. And for that, I'm just going to be using this string slash yarn. I don't know what it's called. I completely forgot. I bought this like 2 years ago when I did the voodoo look. But I'm going to begin by measuring out how big the pieces should be. I'm just going to use some spirit gum. I'm not going to lie, I'm not the biggest fan of spirit gum just because it's a pain in the butt to take off if you don't have the remover. So definitely want to make sure you have that on hand. I'm going to start placing little droplets of spirit gum along the black dots. Out of this entire look, hands down, this is the part that is the most time consuming because you need to make sure that that spirit gum is dry. Now that the stitching is done, it's time to add the fake knife that's going to go through our little teddy bear hearts. You could buy a fake prop and then just cut that in half. I simply made mine out of cardboard, hot glue, and of course Sharpie and aluminum foil, but yeah. And as you can see, I just left a little flap at the top. That way the prop has something to stick to. I'm gonna grab my liquid latex and some cotton balls, place the prop on my chest so I can get an outline of how big I need to spread the latex. Then with the flap, I'm just going to attach that. As I'm holding it, I'm taking more liquid latex and applying it to the sides, and the little shredded up cotton pads that I have, or cotton balls that you may have, I'm going to attach that to the sides. Not only will it look like stuffing is coming out of us, but it'll give our little prop extra security so it doesn't fall. Going in with more liquid latex to lock the cotton in place, add latex up on top, and just start randomly placing the cotton. Is there a better and more efficient way to do this? Probably, but this is what made the most sense to me. I popped on some lashes, added the lip gloss, a little highlighter, and I'm starting to feel really good about this look. I mean, I still feel like I look like a lion, but I don't have the ears on, so it's probably why. Anyway, I'm gonna dip back into Orgy and take the shade Body Chills. Ooh, my hair's all over the place. And with this, lightly going around the edges just to give it a little bit of a shadow so it doesn't look like a random line. This definitely would have been a lot easier to do before the stitching, but clearly my mind wasn't working and forgot all about it, so it's what it is. Oh my crapiola, you scared the bejesus out of me. Who is that? Mamacita! Hello, mummies! Oh, your grandmother's home. My mom just got home, so if there's any crazy noise or talking, then please ignore it. Last but not least, I'm going to grab a dark brown shade, and with the tip of this brush, go along the edges of the stitching. That way it doesn't look like they're just appearing out of nowhere. Alright guys, so I am back and this is the final look. This is probably the cutest thing I feel like I've ever done in my entire life. Not again. We are not doing this again. This month is always so challenging, but this week in particular has just been a nightmare trying to get this second to last look done and to finally come up with another concept, film it again, and be here and actually love it and be proud of it. Even though it may not be over the top like last year, I still love it so much and I am so freaking proud. I look like a teddy bear who got beaten up. And that was exactly my goal. Like, look at this fake stabbing moment. Are you kidding me? The neck, the stitching, I feel like is so much better than when I did it 2 years ago. Just this look overall is so stinking adorable, and I honestly don't even want to take it off. Now, real quickly before I forget, if you guys are wondering about my ears, I actually bought these, where did I get these? Oh, Spirit Halloween, and I just simply cut them up and added some fake stuffing coming out of it. Very simple, very easy, but it definitely adds more to the look, and I love it so much. Not again. By the way, if you guys are new tuning into my channel, I promise you I am not this emotional all the time. It's just mainly during Halloween season because of the stress and just me loving and being proud of myself. But yeah, you guys, that is basically it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, as well as hang the notification bell. As always, all the products I mentioned today will be listed down below in the description box. I love you guys so much, and I cannot wait to see you all in my final spooky video. Bye.